This is Sparta!
Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we've got a double feature of the Hothead, the M48 Patton. First match we're with Flying Swive and we're in the M48. He, I believe, is in the AMX 1390. Now, I look over their team real quick and I realize they've only got 4 tier 10s. And they don't really have any mediums. They have 3 light tanks, a few heavy tanks, and a lot of tank destroyers. So my best guess is to go ahead and go into the Magical Forest from the right side of our spawn. And the reason I do this is it allows me to use the hills for what the Patton's good for, which is, you know, popping the turret out, shooting people, and getting back. You can do it relatively accurately without having to sacrifice too many hit points, and it's preferable. Now, you guys have seen me play the Patton before, so this isn't going to be a whole lot of new, but what you're going to see is some decent gameplay. And both games are very, very similar, but the first one is going to be the, you know, patient Spartan, try not to do anything stupid, and then, you know, use every opportunity to get damage. And the second match is going to be an absolute lightning rush by our team, and the Reds just didn't know what happened, and you'll see that second. So, right off the bat, you see I'm moving into cover. I got spotted, so I know there's some bad guys out there. We got tier 9. And I believe it's at E75. And I'm just going to use the ridgeline, just poke out just enough to get some shots into him, put one into him, and unfortunately we track him there. Or damage is tracked, didn't actually track him. And you see I'm moving. I'm kind of going in a straight line, which if there already was looking at me would be not preferable. Especially coming from somebody who knows artillery. So we got the FV215B, we shoot him, he bounces off our turret. We're going to reload first. Somebody does pin us there. So there's somebody behind him as well. So we put another shot into him just for good measures. Now we're going to back off, break contact. I'm watching these light tanks that are in the middle, making sure I'm not going to get blasted. And then he completely forgets about me, so I give him another one. And then there is somebody definitely back there that's shooting me. And so I'm going to go ahead and fall back. We've got a Waffentrager Alfie 100 on the right. And I'm going to use the hill and my gun depression. I try to get in there a little bit early on that one. Basically what you see me doing is a staple of the M48 Patton. You auto-lock the guy. Oh, nice shot. Man, that looked like Swindle over there, man. T49 just nuking the Waffentrager Alfie 100. I don't know if you guys have seen Swindle 321's videos, man. He's an amazing light tank player, man. He's an amazing player, we'll just put it that way, but his favorite tanks to play are light tanks, and he uses them like none other, man. He ain't afraid to get into battle, but he also knows how to use them as scouts. He's probably the best light tank player I've ever seen. And I've seen some pretty decent light players. So, if you ever get a chance, check him out on YouTube here. His name is literally Swindle321. He's a good player, man. He's fun to watch. Really is. He does those things that most of us can't do. You know, he's one of those players. I'll be honest, I'm pretty average at playing World of Tanks. I just like to play. I like to commentate over my videos and be kind of funny, and at the same time try to entertain you guys. Now right here you see that the light tanks are moving in, and because I'm paying attention, I can help out. We get one shot into the 1390, he's a one-shot kill. Second 1390, we hit him as well, and the T49 finishes him off. So good kills there, or good stops there. The other guy's taking off running, and I know what he's thinking, and I'm trying to beat him to it. I said he's going for Artie. So I'm trying to catch him off guard. We've got this 1390. I put one in him. 476. Come on. We got to stop these guys from getting Artie. And I dirt there because I was trying to just fire the moment my gun sticks up. I get shot at by the other 1390, and that's where I notice he is going straight for Artie. Artie's calling for help, and he's in a world of trouble. I try to take the shot there, and unfortunately I don't make it happen. And the Artie pays the price. He's got 2 1390s on him. There's very few opportunities for him to get out of that, especially in a T92. So here you see me and T-49 once again running together, moving towards these 1390s. That guy had 1 hit point left. The guy that I hit earlier, that ran away, had 1 hit point left. That's ridiculous. And he got a kill on an Artie after I hit him. So, here we go. Come on. Pow! Oh, just over top of his tank. I was trying to manually aim in while driving, and I just wasn't quite low enough to the ground. It is a very tiny tank. There we track him. You can see he slides to a stop, and down he goes. Now, 3 tanks left. We're cutting back across to the middle. We've got a T-30 full health, and he's got a few tanks moving towards him. If he lives long enough, I'll help. Good Lord, they're nuking him the moment I get near him. And this is the one problem with the Patton. It just doesn't have the mobility that you get out of the other mediums. And you'll just find yourself late game like this, where you're chasing shadows, because by the time you get anywhere near shooting them, they're already dead. It's just, you're not the fastest tank on the board. So you got to get all your damage early in the game for the most part. And I take a shot at the 4005. Should have been looking at the GWE probably, but he's behind the hill, so I can't even shoot him. And they're going to rush him. And he got hit, and he's probably dead. Come on, get him out of there. It's like they dangle it over at the end of a fishing pole, just baiting you in. They're like, come on, we ain't going to kill him. And then you get there and they kill him. That's the way it feels in a Patton. 10 hits, not bad. We didn't get any kills, but we got 3,700 damage, and that puts us halfway down the leaderboard because we're in a tier 10 match. So not bad. Now, the second match, we're on steps, and we are in the M48 Patton again, the hothead. And we've got Impetuous Sumo, and we have Flying Swive again. Flying Swive is in the Centurion Action X, and Impetuous Sumo is in the AMX 1390. Now, right off the bat, I decide that I'm going to go right. And I don't even tell anybody. I just start going right. And I didn't even notice somebody pinged it. But I was planning to go right the entire time. I can use the ridgeline and be able to A, spot people, B, shoot people. And that's preferable. So right off the bat, I'm pushing right side, using the ridge lines to my left as cover. And then as I make my turn upfield, I'm going to spot a tank coming right at us. Actually, he spots me first. You can see Swive not paying attention, kind of runs into me. And then old Impetuous Sumo takes off like the Flying Scout. Those little tanks are something else, man. Now here I'm spotted, and there's the Leopard. Now I spot this guy right off the bat. I pull up, I put one in him, and I back off. I don't want to get shot by any of the other tanks that are watching him spot people. And we just let him go. And he gets nuked after that. Now T-57 Heavy, I auto-lock him again. Pull up, take the shot, I bounce. Now auto-locking a heavy tank's probably a bad idea, but sometimes you can get away with it. So here, I'm aiming my shot, I'm going for the turret, and we pin. As long as you aim low on the turret, you should be fine. Just try to avoid that, like, sloped part of the turret. If you can hit the turret ring or those big ears, you'll pin every shot. And right here, I put another one into him for 2 pins. And you can see our entire team Lemming trains with us. Now, the only reason that this is going to work is because our team keeps pushing. Mainly because Impetuous Sumo and Flying Swive are pushing up the right side. I'm sitting back sniping and catching all these guys that are coming across the middle out with their pants down. And we're just trying to make them pay for it. We got a shot on the Roomba. There we go. We damaged his engine. He repairs it, and then they hit him. Come on. What do we got? We don't really have any shots on these guys, so we're going to have to start moving up. And I don't want to crest this hill too early, because if you do, you're going to get caught with your pants down, and there's not a whole lot you can do about it. So, shot out on the Roomba, and I actually missed him because he rotated his turret. So, good timing on him. And am I going to get a shot into anybody? Doesn't look like it. E4's coming up, and there's the back of his turret, so shot into him, 400. Come on, baby. Another shot. Come on. Just a little bit. There we go. Oh, we shot the dead tank. That's a shame. Alright, so now that we've cleared half their team, I'm going to go ahead and push across the middle. My hopes is not only am I going to push across the middle, but the people that were with me are going to follow me. That means we're going to put these guys in the pincher. It's what I call a pincher. And all it is you're outflanking the enemy. You've got them, you know their position. They don't really, now I'm spotted, so they know where I'm at, but they don't really know your position, and you're able to outflank them. You're able to get behind them and in front of them, and they're fighting a battle on two fronts. That's a battle you're not going to win, usually. So right here, I'm just using the hills, getting straight across behind these guys. I'm trying to go for the tanks by themselves. And the first thing I see is a Japanese Type 4 Heavy. And I'm just going to crest the ridgeline. He still don't know I'm here. Now I'm proxy spotted. I peek over the ridgeline. I auto-lock. And he just at the wrong angle. I couldn't quite pin the side of his tank. Those things have incredible armor. Now while he thinks I'm over here, I'm going to go ahead and go around the rock. Use my speed. Can't hit the T-30. The Type 4 hits the Pershing, so I'm going to take this opportunity to go straight in. I bounce off his front armor. Again, not a big deal. I get behind him, put one in his backside, and then look at this light tank. My team's pushing in. This light tank pulls up, knows I'm here, shoots at somebody else, and then I'm just going to ram the ever-living crap out of him. It's like, sorry, light tank, you done screwed up. There's nothing quite like it, is there? And I didn't have to shoot him there. I'd have probably rammed him to death, but I didn't want anybody else to get my kill. So there we go. We've got 9 hits in this game. We've got 4 track targets hit, or spotted targets hit. So altogether, not a bad game. We end up with 3,000 damage, 960 assisted, 480 blocked, and 1 kill. Now, if you look at the leaderboard, Sumo should be at the top. And I don't remember exactly how much assisted damage he had, but it was pretty substantial, because he was the one spotting all those guys. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.